What's good, Laker Nation? Welcome to another Lakers news, your daily source for everything purple and gold. The Los Angeles Lakers had one of their most frustrating nights of the season in a 126-105 blowout loss to the Boston Celtics, and one decision stood out above everything else. Redick refused to put Jarred Vanderbilt on the floor, even when the game was essentially over. Meanwhile, Bronny James, Nick Smith Jr., and Drew Timme, all players who have spent time with the G League affiliate, saw minutes before the veteran defensive wing. Vanderbilt, who opened the season with 14 games played, has been completely removed from the rotation since Bronny James returned on November 18th. In those early season appearances, Vanderbilt averaged 4.6 points, 5.6 rebounds, shooting 44% from the field and 28.6% from three. His offensive impact has been limited, but his defensive presence has historically been invaluable, especially against explosive wings like Jaylen Brown, who dropped 30 points and had his way with the Lakers' defense. Still, Redick never hesitated. Vanderbilt was the only Lakers player who did not touch the court, not even in the garbage time minutes. When Redick emptied the bench, did the veteran get an opportunity? Why isn't Vanderbilt playing? Redick finally explains. The question spread among reporters, fans, and analysts, and on Monday, Redick finally addressed the situation. According to the coach, the Lakers will be using a 9-man rotation for the rest of the season, and Vanderbilt was informed of this weeks ago. Redick said he told Vando he needed to show more consistent offensive development. I told him before LeBron came back that there were certain things he needed to be able to do consistently to play before and after LeBron's return, and that there could be a numbers problem because we were likely going to a 9-man rotation. That was the reality, Redick said via Daniel Starkland. Still, the absence was even more baffling, considering the Celtics were hitting everything and exploiting the Lakers' weak perimeter defense. Boston built a 20-plus point lead early, punishing every slow rotation and every missed contest. Even then, Redick stuck with his plan, rolling with Dalton Knecht and Nick Smith Jr., hoping their offensive spark could revive the team, a gamble that clearly didn't pay off. Offensive regression outweighing defensive value? Vanderbilt has always been known for two things: defensive intensity, energy, and cutting toward the basket. But according to internal team evaluations, he has regressed offensively in every major area this season. He isn't finishing well, he isn't spacing the floor, and he isn't providing the off-ball pressure he once did. That lack of production has pushed him outside the rotation in a system increasingly focused on offensive versatility, bigger picture, identity crisis. This loss to the Celtics once again highlighted a painful truth. Without consistent defense, the Lakers cannot compete with elite NBA teams, leaving one of the team's best defenders on the bench while giving up 30-point halves and letting Jaylen Brown take over the game will only intensify the criticism surrounding Redick. He has been firm in his decisions, but his rotation choices are now under the microscope. Betting heavily on developing offensive players like Knecht and Smith Jr., while benching a proven defender, raises serious questions. Vanderbilt's future in Los Angeles remains uncertain, with a locked-in 9-man rotation and a coaching staff prioritizing offensive flexibility. Jarred Vanderbilt's role with the Lakers is slipping away, not only behind veterans, but even behind players coming up from the G League. The front office has been evaluating trade opportunities, and sources suggest Vanderbilt could be moved if the situation continues. For a team craving defensive stability, his absence in key matchups remains both puzzling and potentially costly. The Lakers nation is watching every rotation choice, every defensive breakdown, and every loss that feels avoidable. Vanderbilt's future, and possibly the defensive future of the Lakers themselves, may hinge on what happens next. And that's it, family. If you enjoyed this full breakdown, drop a like, share it with another purple and gold fan, and of course, make sure you're subscribed to Lakers News so you never miss an update from this team that's showing so much promise.